There was a greengrocer who had a parrot, a sweet-voiced, green, talking parrot. Perched on the bench, it would watch over the shop in the owner's absence and talk finely to all the traders. In addressing human beings, it would speak like them. It was also skilled in the song of parrots. Once, it sprang from the bench and flew away. It spilled the bottles of rose oil. Its master came from the direction of his house and seated himself on the bench at his ease, as a merchant does. Then he saw that the bench was full of oil, and his clothes greasy. He smote the parrot on its head. It was made bald by the blow. For some few days it refrained from speech. The greengrocer, in repentance, heaved deep sighs, tearing at his beard and saying, "Alas, the sun of my prosperity has gone under the clouds. Would that my hand had been powerless at that moment. However did I strike such a blow on the head of that sweet-tongued one?" He was giving presents to every dervish that he might get back the speech of his bird. After 3 days and 3 nights, he was seated on the bench, distraught and sorrowful, like a man in despair. He showed the bird every sort of marvel in the hope that maybe it would begin to speak. Meanwhile, a bare-headed dervish, clad in a coarse woolen frock, passed by. He had a head, hairless as the outside of bowl and basin. Thereupon the parrot began to talk. He screeched at the dervish and said, "Hey, fellow! How are you mixed up with the bowl? Did you then spill oil from the bottle?" The bystanders laughed at the parrot's inference, because it deemed the wearer of the frock to be like itself. Do not measure the actions of holy men by the analogy of yourself, though bow and bow are similar in writing. On this account, the whole world is gone astray. Scarcely anyone is cognizant of God's substitutes. They set up a claim of equality with the prophets. They suppose the saints to be like themselves. "Behold," they said, "we are men, they are men. Both we and they are in bondage to sleep and food." In their blindness, they did not perceive that there is an infinite difference between them.